Village in Motion. I'm Clint Lambert. I'm the host today of Village in Motion on this Thursday, April 13th. And we have with us this morning our Executive Director, Chandra Kumar. And she has with her our Shining Stars. Welcome all of you. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Chandra, you have the pleasure every month of recognizing the Shining Stars.
It's one of the best parts of my job.
I would think so. All right. Tell us about them this morning and tell us about what Shining Stars are, if you would, please.
So the Shining Stars are the employees that exemplify our values, that they go above and beyond for our residents and or each other as employees. And so there's a lot of competition because we get quite a few nominations from residents and staff for special individuals. And so yesterday, for example, we had our town hall meeting for staff.
Oh, okay.
And we get to at least put all the pictures up of all the nominees.
Tremendous.
Because even being nominated is a huge,
Yes.
huge recognition of the service that people are providing.
And residents can always nominate people, right?
Absolutely.
The nomination forms are at the front desk.
Yes, sir. They're all at the
And
front
so all
desk.
you do is fill it in and turn it back in at the front desk, right?
Absolutely, yes. And,
Okay.
and you can just turn it in. We're getting, which I'm really happy to see, we're getting quite a few nominations because people are really, you know, trying their best or going above and beyond, and that's where we get to be able to acknowledge their contributions.
And so we get a Shining Star of the Month,
Yes.
right? And we also get a manager is a Shining Star, right?
Correct, but that's every quarter we do. So
okay.
we have 4 every year, whereas with the Shining Stars, we have the monthly, we have for all of our hourly staff.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
so
very good.
it's a great privilege, as you said, for me to be able to talk about 2 very special people here. Emma, who is to my left here, works in home support, and she's a scheduling coordinator. And so she has been nominated by multiple people because of her real she works tirelessly. I really have to say that. We had some significant changes in home support. She held down the fort. If she was not there, I don't know if we would have been successful the past couple of months.
Yeah, it's been a tough job down there for the last couple of months.
has.
I mean, with the changeover of staff and everything, and
Right.
not having a manager
Correct.
as such. Emma, I'm sure you have done a superb job.
Yeah, and I always enjoy what I do, and I have great team down there.
Wonderful.
Yes, I do.
Wonderful.
That's talk about team.
Yes.
So I'll tell you, I know that she's being acknowledged for her work ethic, and there's just how much time and energy she puts in to make sure things are right, training people. But I also have to say that she's got this can-do attitude. And I gave the example when we had the snowstorm, and that wasn't even something that was in the acknowledgement.
Yes.
We had another employee that needed a place to sleep, and so Emma gave her mattress and her pillow and her blanket to this other employee, and literally, I'm not joking, slept on the floor.
Oh.
And so, of course, she wasn't feeling well for several days after. So we did have to say, you know, we
Yes.
need to make sure we take care of you too.
Thank you.
But you know, that's just really going above and
Yes,
beyond
it
for
really is.
each other as
Right.
teammates also. So
And that really shows a team effort. It
does.
really does.
Yeah,
and it
it
shows
does.
how dedicated our employees are
yes.
to taking care of all of us, and we greatly appreciate it as residents.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Welcome.
I always want to say thank you, Emma,
Thank
in
you.
regards
Welcome.
to that. But next time, find a couch, okay?
I will certainly do
Find a
that.
mattress.
My office.
I'll do
Absolutely.
that.
I said, you have
Yes.
my number. Call me.
Yes, now I
was
have a
here
backup
too.
plan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, residents aren't allowed to have you sleep in our apartments. But we would love to have the opportunity.
Right.
We really would as residents. There's many of us who have commented over the years that it's such a shame that we have empty beds and empty couches in our apartments that staff has never been allowed to spend the night with us in regards to it. And I mean, I can understand probably the legal standpoint of it, but during a crisis and an emergency, we need to have our staff with us, and we need to have them well rested where they're not suffering for a week after the event. So,
Yeah, and I think, you know, we'll just make sure that she knows she can reach out.
yes,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you.
So, you know, having said that, you know, Emma's been with us since 2004. 2004, right?
Yes,
I
yes.
think, like,
Yes,
2000.
2004.
And been a scheduling coordinator, but what she's done this past couple months has really stepped up and helped to train all the new people that we've hired. So
Wonderful.
nice acknowledgement on our part for her.
Very good.
And this is for you, Emma.
Ah,
So isn't that nice? We did
very
this.
nice.
Somebody did that. I can't take credit for that.
Thank you so much.
That's
I'm honored
beautiful.
today. Yeah, very beautiful.
So in there is your Shining Star pin, and then there is your gift card. This is a letter that will go in. We have a copy that will go into your file, but this is yours.
Thank you.
And then also there is a certificate for the Shining Star of the month.
Oh,
So I don't know if everybody wants
There
to
you
take
go.
a look at
thank
that.
you.
Above
and
and
this
beyond.
goes to all the home support team down there.
Oh,
yes.
Very
Nice.
good.
Yeah,
Very nice.
thank you.
So I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now I get to brag about Nadine here. So, I get to see Nadine on a daily basis because she's in Fireside whenever I
Yes.
go upstairs. And when I started, I was always like, who's this young lady? Because she is all over
That she
the
is.
dining room. I'm always surprised, how much energy she has even at the end of the service.
And she has been that way ever since she's been here. I remember her first day here, and she was like that. So I mean, she's always moving and always doing things within the dining room.
So Nadine, you started in 2015, correct? So you've been here for about 2 years, or
A little over 2 years.
a little
yes.
over 2
Yep.
years. And she is the assistant manager, so we call it the AGM.
Oh,
So she's
okay.
got a lot of responsibility
Little
on
bit.
her shoulders. And she received multiple nominations about her service and how attentive she is to residents and how important it is for her to be there because she's a lot of times diffusing situations,
Yes.
but is always doing it in such a wonderful manner, making sure that things run smoothly. And residents have commented that she has such a huge impact in that dining room.
And she always makes the corrections that are needed in regards to meals if things have not come out properly or something's not cooked the way that someone has ordered it. Nadine is right there on the spot and takes it and goes back to the kitchen and gets what's needed and it's right back and doesn't waste any time at all. And we greatly appreciate that.
And she really is a resident advocate, and
Yes.
that's, the dining experience is such a great social opportunity.
yes.
And if that's not enjoyable, then I'm sure some people's days will not be enjoyable.
Yes.
So
Right.
I really appreciate your hard work and long hours. I see
Yes.
you there. And I know that the residents do, and it's clearly evident with all of the nominations it was a unanimous vote as we went around because of all of the great comments that we received. So
You just mentioned unanimous vote. Who actually votes on the Shining Stars?
So the executive team votes on the Shining
Okay.
Stars. So all of the nominations are compiled together, and I'll have to tell you, it gets a little fierce in our conversations because you'll have the directors from the different departments jockeying and talking about their employees that are from their
Right.
department. But it's so interesting how once they've presented it, we'll all sit back and say, this is the right choice.
Right.
So everybody kind of comes together and says, all right, we'll all support this because we believe in this person.
But they wouldn't have the opportunity to vote on that if somebody wasn't nominated, right?
Exactly.
So I mean, it's
Exactly.
really important that we nominate the people that we see they're doing a superb job. Whether they've been here 2 years, they've been here 13 years, it's really, really important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Nadine, again, as I said, I don't take credit for
So
this
beautiful.
artwork on this
Thank
there.
you. Thank you.
And here is the letter for you, recognizing your contribution.
Thank you.
And then this is the certificate. So ours has the leader of the quarter on it.
Thank you.
Again, above and beyond.
Thank you.
I'll give you this too.
Very, very good. And Nadine, you have been up in Fireside the entire time, your 2+ years that you've been here, right?
Yes. I've been there, ever since day one.
Yeah.
I've been there. So I've had a very close relationship with a lot of the residents that come to Fireside, even the Potomac Cafe. So we float back and forth a little bit, but I can't speak highly enough of the residents here. They make
That's
they
nice.
make the day much better.
We're glad to hear that. Yeah, because residents don't really know how does staff really perceive us. I mean, we were always evaluating the staff, but nobody really lets us know, how do you perceive us? And I think it would really be kind of a neat thing to do of, resident of the week or resident of the month or whatever in the dining rooms or something other along those lines. But, so we get feedback about how we are responding and the learning not to make the demand sometimes that we make to get a little bit more realistic about some of our things that we want. But you've been through several managers and a couple of directors in your time.
Lots of change. Lots of change. If you're not comfortable with change, it can be a difficult situation to be put in. But like I said, the residents, that's why we're here. That's why work is more enjoyable every day. I don't see a lot of residents until 4 o'clock, until dinner time starts to come around, and then I'm bombarded by a million of them.
Until 7:30.
Until 7:30, until they all leave, yes. But it makes the day so much more enjoyable.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
And you've got some changes coming on in your life pretty soon, don't you?
I have, yes, I do. I recently just got engaged.
Oh, congratulations.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. So beginning of the month, or beginning of the year, we got engaged, yes.
Very
so
good.
5 more weeks.
5 more weeks.
Yes, 5 weeks.
Well, enjoy those 5 weeks, because then it's a lifetime.
I'm sure, I'm glad you said that.
Thank you.
But it's a wonderful lifetime.
It
really
is.
Nick, did you hear that?
I was going to say, you better watch that there.
Yeah.
Make sure my wife understands.
Yes, yes.
But, Nadine, we're very, very glad for you and proud of you for all you've done. Emma, thank you so very, very much. I mean, you've held things together around here. And we've got to make sure that you have a place to sleep if you spend the night.
Don't worry, I have a backup plan now.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Very good. And Chandra, thank you so very much for coming this morning and bringing these 2 wonderful employees.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
we have, 1,500 employees now?
Approximately, yes. Full and part-time and PRN combined, yes.
Which is tremendous. And we have good employees.
We do. We really do.
And we have, what, an 80% retention rate on average?
About 75
About
right
75,
now. Right.
Okay. Which is
Which
not
is
bad.
still- is
It's
very
not
good,
bad,
yes.
from an industry standard. I mean, that's pretty darn good.
Yes, very, very
So,
good.
good place to work, great people to work with.
Yes.
Yeah, good leadership. What can you ask for?
Yes.
And all of us wonderful residents. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's what makes it great.
Yes.
It does. As you've heard, it makes an amazing experience for individuals.
we're going to save this tape and we're going to replay that
Yes.
in regards. But again, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, folks, don't run away. We've got a wonderful video coming up about a trip to the U.S. Botanic Gardens that Al Nielsen made a number of years ago. Al, unfortunately, is no longer with us, but he did some wonderful photography during his years of being with us and before he came to be with us. So stay tuned.